What's going on, guys? Matt back here for another video. So today I'm going to take you guys on a little bit of a car ride. We're going to be looking at something which you guys already know by the title of the video. Long story short, the Jetta does not have enough room, so it is go time for the Duramax. All right, so now before we get going, I just want to let you guys know that yes, the Subi will still be staying in the fleet of cars. The one vehicle that is probably going to be disappearing is actually not the Jetta. The Jetta is, I want to say, not necessarily a better car than the GTI, but for the situation, I have a 15-year-old brother that starts driving soon. My mom's minivan is a literal piece of shit on wheels that we're waiting for it to fall apart. My mom can't drive stick. So therefore, the Mark IV GTI will most likely be the vehicle to go. That way I can give my mom and my dad the Jetta that they can drive around, have the car seat in the car, which kind of gave away the install for back here for one of the next videos. But this is a Recaro seat in the back of the car. We have a baby seat in the Jetta right now, which will just be convenient. For those of you that don't know or don't follow me on Instagram at Snussycopen, I'll put a link down in my description of the video down below. Now, Kinsley was born on December 22nd, 2017, and we were home on Christmas Eve, which was freaking awesome. So we were able to spend Christmas Eve with the family. My brother came home from Fort Bragg, and believe it or not, he had a baby in September, so they got to meet each other on Christmas Eve. All right, guys, so as we get a little bit closer to the dealership, it's just kind of like a little dealership. We are going to look at a Duramax, obviously. So I wanted to be a little bit different. Now, everybody, when they think of Duramax, for the most part, thinks about Chevy. I want to be different. I want to get a GMC. Now, obviously, there's different motors that came in the Duramax. It's not all just the same exact 6.6. I'm actually going to look at an LB7 today. Now, I know a lot of people say stay away from the LB7s. Honestly, every motor of any type of vehicle has its issues. Now, the price of this truck is already really good, so I'm going to try to talk him down even a little bit more, and I can just go get injectors and, you know, the stuff that normally goes wrong, the injectors, the head, stuff like that. A lot of people are going to be like, oh, well, you don't need a diesel. I do tow, you know, every once in a while, and there's plenty of times where I'd like to be able to take my four-wheeler or my snowmobile or anything like that, and I just don't have the vehicle to tow right now. And, you know, the main reason for getting a pickup truck was for more room and to be able to haul stuff. So, yes, I do want to get a diesel. You know, diesels are a little bit more expensive to maintain, but they last a lot longer. This thing is freaking roomy, though. Love it. Price is super cheap on this thing too. It's got 145,000 miles on it, which is good for an 02. So aftermarket head unit, let's go for a drive. Now, obviously, guys, I am in a 2002 GMC Sierra Duramax, which is the LB7 motor. Now, this truck is listed for $12,900. I already have them down to $12,200, which is pretty damn good for a 2002 diesel pickup truck. Now, it does have 145,588 miles, which those of you guys that know anything about diesels, that's really not much at all. He did say that the injectors were actually replaced, and he does have paperwork to it. Way back when this truck was first out on the road, I think he said it was changed in like 2003 or 2004 or something like that. So as long as, you know, he shows me that paperwork, you know, we might move forward with this. But so far, I'm going to show you guys the outside of the truck, point out some of the imperfections, and go over a few things. All right, so we're going to go over right now just some of the cosmetic flaws that this thing has. The front looks fairly decent. There's like a little dent on the hood. They did put like rhino lining down on the bottom. There's a hole in the gas cap right here. That's not that big of a deal. I'll just get another gas cap. But it is a bone stock. A little bit of rust on the bumper. Not that big of a deal. The biggest thing for me was obviously room for our car seat. Now, camera will have plenty of room still up here. But inside the back of this. It's actually super clean. Sorry, I'm shaking. It's super freaking cold out right now. It's like 20 degrees out. But the interior of this thing is super, super clean. So I'm gonna get back into the car and we can talk a little bit more. This thing definitely feels pretty good though. I mean, so far I like it. I'm not necessarily that worried about the cosmetic issues, but if I'm gonna spend $12,200 on a truck, no, it's, you know, it's obviously it is a truck and it's meant to get beat up and stuff like that, but in the same token, I don't want it to look like a complete and total pile of poop. Not that it does, but you know, obviously I'm gonna have to replace the gas cap. The bumper would just annoy the ever-loving crap out of me, so that'd be something that I'd want to change out over time. But let's go back and drop her off. Alright guys, back in the Subaru. So I really like that truck. Now, like I said, there was the cosmetic issues and stuff like that. Mechanically, it felt fine. I'm just a little leery with, you know, even with the injectors being replaced in 2003, 2004, they're still 14, 15-year-old injectors. So that's kind of like a thing that I need to sit down and like kind of think about tonight. Overall, I do like the truck. I see a lot of potential in the truck. The mileage is not low, but it's not high. It's, you know, right around probably where it should be. I mean, even this Subi that I'm in right now, which is a 2004 WRX, this has 148,952 miles, which diesels, obviously, how do I want to say this? Because some people will be like, oh, you take care of any vehicle, it'll last long. Diesels have a tendency of lasting longer. You know, and that 02 has less mileage than my 2004 WRX. So I think I'm gonna go home, run inside Sunoco real quick and get some dip and get ready for dinner, and we'll talk about this in a little bit. Alright guys, we're going to wrap this video right here. If this was your first time watching a video on my channel, I hope you guys give it a big thumbs up and stay tuned to see if we purchase this Duramax or not. Till tomorrow guys, see ya.